Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. Of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, these two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago, and really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye, but that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll work it across midfield. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 15 yards on the play. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The toss right. This is Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball was knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Right back to Dobbins on first. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
So every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. the play fake. He'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That pick up of 15 for Tennessee. Back to throw now on first down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On play action, they'll throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
39-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
first and 10. It's Dobbins. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he gets it down to the 32.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a carry for Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Ravens 28, Titans nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial... And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
It's now second and 6.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
And it's third down.
Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. Now he'll square up and throw. He's got a man. Complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Derrick Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Second and 5. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the clock. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Steps away to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys are excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. On first down, Dobbins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. From the gun, it's Jackson. And can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there.
Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to get a score back.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 29.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run here with Dobbins. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 28 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 50-yard line.
And this is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air. And all the way down to the 39.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Third and goal, Jackson. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system. It leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll look to throw here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
52.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, hey, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the